What is up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Films, back with another review for you guys from Wild Eye Releasing. And this is the last one I have from the last batch of movies they sent to me. This is one I wasn't really anticipating watching, as the cover and everything just didn't appeal to me. And I thought it was going to be really just not good. But wow, was I wrong. This is probably the best one I've seen from them as far as being a legitimate movie. I mean, I have fun with a lot of their movies and everything, and they're just a cheesy, fun, over-the-top good time for a lot of their releases. And, I enjoy those just as much as I did this. But this was a more serious film, and, yeah, I was just really impressed with this movie. I did a Instagram review on this, a written review. So I'm not going to go into like the full story of this or anything, but I'll go over it real quick. I know I always say that, and it ends up being like 10 minutes anyways, but yeah, this is Apocalypse Island. It does go by another name as well that it was released under. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, and it's like a weird word I don't know if I can even pronounce, but if I decide to edit this, then I will throw it up here somewhere. Of what it was originally called. But yeah, this actually came out in 2017, and that's what it says on the back as well. And I don't know if it did some like film festival stuff or whatever. You got the same thing on the inside here as well. And then, finally came out on DVD or what was going on. Why I'm just now hearing about this one. But yeah, just a brief synopsis of the movie here is it starts out as a typical kind of cult film. They're all on this island after a supposed apocalypse takes place, and it's ran by a man only known as Pastor, who is kind of in charge of everybody and everything, and everybody pretty much just does what he's telling them to do. And every morning they gather around outside and they take what they call communion. And the communion is pretty much pills that they take. And from there it just kind of goes into a whole nother direction about halfway through the film. I will say I like the first part of this film a little bit better than the second part. After the twist of it, you do have his son, I think his name was Cam, starts to kind of realize things, and he starts to kind of talk to his sister about stuff as she kind of stops taking the communion and realizing things aren't exactly what they seem to be. And I will say this is more of a mind control movie than anything else, and they are also trying to figure other things out, cures for other diseases and everything like that, like Alzheimer's and other things that there is no real cure for. You do find out later in the movie too that the pastor was a actual pastor of like a church, and he was real religious and everything, and he was kind of bribed into doing this. But yeah, don't be fooled by the cover here with him holding the like machete all bloody and everything like that, because that has nothing to do with this movie whatsoever. Like I said in the written review I did on Instagram, the covers usually aren't what they seem, but in this case it actually turned out to be for the better. I thought it was just going to be some guy on an island going crazy and like killing people, and that's not what this is whatsoever. I really cared about all of the characters in here and everything like that, and the guy that played Pastor did a fantastic job. They couldn't have casted a better person for that role. I would love to see what else he's in. I didn't really look up what else he's done, but I hope to see more from him in the future. I say when it gets to that twist, it's not as good as what it appeared to be going on, but it's still overall a good movie. highly, highly recommend this one. I haven't seen this one in stores or anything, so I guess if you guys are interested in this, you know, definitely look up on Amazon or, I don't know, Wild Ice site or something, or stream it or whatever you got to do, but I can't recommend this one enough, guys. Just whatever you got to do to see it, just see it. I don't know. There is some bad acting from the character of Gabe, who is someone who later on in the film tries to help the people on the island. But other than that, everybody does a really solid job, and it's just a movie that I was just invested in. Like, I didn't stop it at all. I just watched it all the way through. Usually I stop like halfway through, get something to drink, do whatever. But this one, I just wanted to see what happened next. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to make this a really short review. And if you guys want more information on my thoughts on it, definitely check out the Instagram review I did. I will try to leave the link to my Instagram in the description there. If you guys would, please follow me on there. And like I said, this is the last one. Hopefully they send out more. And I know they have a lot of newer titles I've been wanting to check out, but we'll see. Yeah, I think that's it for this review, guys. Again, Apocalypse Island, or whatever it was originally called. It's under a different name on IMDb, so yeah, I would have loved to sit here and told you guys everything that happened, but I do not want to spoil anything for this. You guys just have to watch it to really see what it's all about. There is a scene in here that is kind of hard to watch, even though they don't show a whole lot of what's going on. Something in horror film. This isn't necessarily even a horror film. It's more of a drama thriller than it is horror. But there's a pretty horrific scene that takes place that always kind of gets to me in those kind of scenes. Kind of Last House on the Left-ish. Yeah, other than that, you know, I loved pretty much everything about this movie. So, wish there would have been some behind the scenes or something like that or whatever on here. All you have is some trailers, but that's okay. I'll have to keep an eye on the director as well and check out what else they've done. This is directed by William Warren. I don't recognize that name at all, or any of the actors' names. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's it for this review, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, happiness to everybody, and bye.
You want to do good in this world. You want to help. Memory dictates behavior. There are a lot of people out there looking for a second chance in life.
That's him. That's our man.
Your mission to help tend to people who are in need of a new life, new memories.
I used to believe in something.
Relax.
Make yourself comfortable. Oh, it was so real.
Is there something you wanted?
Pastor commands it, so we obey.
That's not enough for me anymore.
Where the battle rages, there the loyalty of the soldier is proved.
It is not your fault. We may have sacrificed our souls, but we saved so many more.
We're so close.
We've come so far.
I don't know.
Don't you know what I am? I am your God.